Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 34 of the Battle Pope in 1.30. Last episode, we sort of carved up the Levant over here, grabbed ourselves a couple more charters all the way down to Korea, and I plan to grab one in Ainu, actually, so that I can maybe push my way into Japan and try to see what we can do there. Just spread a little bit of that good old Catholicism, because why not? And everyone's decided to immediately leave. Byzantium wants to be a march. How unfortunate that I cannot grant your wish. I'm going to keep improving relations with you. Oh, and I think I've lost my last rival. Well, that's a bit of a shame, actually. We're not going to have this for too much longer. Oh, unless it comes back immediately. You know what? That works too. That's totally fine. Okay, now I can core this up, which is okay with me for now, because I can't core this. Yeah, and I would still like to have that. I could use it right now, actually, but I won't. There's no need to. I will group up all my ships, though. All the ones that are not... yeah, not part of any big fleet. You guys no longer need to be attached to each other, so you can detach. You can go and protect trade in Genoa? Nah. Alexandria? Maybe. Sevilla? Yes. That's probably a really good idea. Because I'm kind of lacking all the trade from here. I've used transfer trade on both my subjects here to move it towards my home node, but yeah, otherwise that's not really doing much. Let's bring these guys together back in Roma. And I'm gonna have to wait a little while longer for my AE to decrease before I can charter from Ainu, I believe. Or else they just won't let me. Yep, not with all the money in the world, I couldn't take that. I would like to take this, but apparently it's the share of the development's too high. Yeah, because it's like literally half their dev almost. So, I guess I can only charter the one province up here. It's going to be a little pricey, of course, but nothing's too expensive for an easy land invasion of Japan. Okay, we're going to have some peasants over here. We can deal with those pretty easily. Deal with those as well. You guys are not in the right place for anything, so I'll move you right here. I'll group you guys up real quick. Like that. And let's have these guys move into here or something. Don't really know where my next expansion path is going to be. It might just be Castile. Because, I mean... who else do I have to invade here? There's Milan, of course. Still need to invade them. They've gone ahead and made a pretty impressive alliance network, though, so I'm not really sure if I want to. I could bring in Scandinavia and make this the easiest thing possible, but... maybe I just should. Maybe I'll just get rid of Milan today. Finally unite Italy or something? Yeah, maybe that would be a good plan. We'll see. Let some time pass by on this, though. We're low on manpower, so just gonna let things continue on. Okay, we've also made a couple more ships here. Attach you, and you guys can go up together. Yeah, let's actually bring you up here. Make that a little faster like that. It's been converted, still can't core it though. Yeah, these things are gonna take a long time to core. National unrest, I'd prefer not to, but I do like innovativeness just a little bit more. Wait a second, if I were to invade this now, depending on how fast, it might be a little too much AE for us, actually. Not AE, overextension, that one. Because I currently have 76, and this is probably around, put in the ballpark of 40. Yeah, that's where I'd place it, roughly. It wouldn't be very hard to invade, it'd just be kind of annoying. Let's see if I can bring you over here. How about here? That works too. I need a higher Diplo rep before I'm going to be able to bribe Ainu, I think. Yeah, just barely. My Diplo rep is plus 13, but it's also decreased because of that overextension, so... God, that is some dummy Diplo rep. That is pretty good, actually. That's like a base of 8 or something. That's actually really solid. So, annexing countries is gonna be extra quick at least, so that's nice. Especially, Byzantium and Brittany. I actually really want to annex Brittany as soon as possible. The only problem is that they do have a rather deep hatred of me. I could return this province to them. I'd lose a bit of admin, I'd lose a bit of prestige, but it would make this faster. Let's see here. So they have a minus... What is it? Minus 104, 113... No, 111, 113. So even with all of those penalties gone, I'm not sure if that would be enough, would it? I could do this, which would, you know, move around the whole prestige thing. There's no way to actually, like, make them happier, though, so... Yeah. We'll just have to leave that for a pretty good time. Pretty long time. They can live for a while. It's mostly Byzantium that I just want to absorb real quick. Because it's a good portion of land that I can just reintegrate with my expanded governing capacity. So, why not? Also, something I noticed is we need to get the capital to 40 dev. Yeah. So let's do that. I mean, it's already 57. I don't really feel like I have to decrease it that much. So, we'll slap a couple of dev points in there. And did we go ahead and build a... No, we didn't. Okay, we need to build a cathedral in there too. Okay, makes sense. Get that cathedral. Are we building anything in Lucca? Yes, we are. Great. Ottoman separatists. I can deal with those pretty easily. I imagine those would be over here, wouldn't they? And then you can deal with what's over here. Okay. Unless I can get them to rise up right now. It is only 12k. Here we go. Makes my life a little easier, a little bit faster. Okay, so let's go over the general plan here. While I'm at war, I can't really charter anything, so I'm gonna wait for these cores to be done. And when those cores are done, I'll charter something from Ainu. I think I've also gone ahead and yeah, I swapped the religions on these. Yeah, I decided to remove them from the trade company and then swap the religion on them so that I don't get the unrest problems from the different religion. I might add them back later, but just for now, I need that tolerance to make sure they don't revolt on me. Recruitment time can decrease, cool. I'm gonna keep my eye on this, though. Sorry, I keep hitting covert actions, I don't need that. I'm looking to buy this, and we're still at -1? Yeah, so we'll just have to wait for these cores to be done, and that should solve all of those issues. Knowledge sharing from Lüneburg. What do we have here? We're going through manufactories. We're going through them pretty quick, if I do say so myself. Don't think I need much help on that one. I think we're okay. We'll wait out those 6 years before embracing, and then we'll be totally fine. Diet summoned on a couple of those guys. Can I revoke anything? I can. I can also revoke land. Okay. Do I want to revoke land right now? Not doing much else. It's gonna make people very angry, but we can do that anyway. It was just over here? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, good. So we'll just have this guy go around and clean up those things. Let's have you, just go and clean up a couple of estate revolts over here. So that we're at 95, and then I can very comfortably assign land rights to the burghers and clergy. Which will, of course, decrease my max absolutism, so I'm going to... I think I'm going to slap one on later. I don't want to touch it right now, just because I don't really need to. I will later, though, yeah. Still can't core that, big shame. Gotta wait for Syria to core this, actually. Oh, no you haven't, okay. You've cored all the way up to here, but not over here. Makes sense. So I can annex you in 59, okay, that's cool. I'll lose the Diplo, that's okay. The cores are starting to come in, great. We can convert some stuff over here. And the Basilica has been completed, there we go. New St. Peter's Basilica, yearly devotion for the entire game. Well, that's not very useful, but okay, that's cool. That sure is a bonus, technically. Sure does exist. That leaves us with 4 missions left, one of them very easily accomplishable. These two I can probably accomplish within the next 30 years, at most, and then this one. I'll have to wait for Diplo 23, I think. And then I'll use Imperialism on half the HRE or something. And that'll work out. Let me just move these guys onto Malta, actually. Right, gonna get some of those other cores done. Great stuff. More conversions for everyone. Let's go talk to Ainu. Good sir, would you like to sell me anything? Because I would love to purchase. And they would. For 1,419, you can give me a free Holy War CP against you. Well, that's quite generous of you, thank you. I think I'm going to go ahead and use that quite liberally. All I need is a good supply chain across the area here. I don't imagine Ming is willing to sell me anything, are they? No, not in the slightest. They're too powerful. It's a flat minus 100. Their economy is too strong, so they just don't care about it. Okay. I will buy from you, though. Yeah. So we'll have my Holy War CB against Ming as well. Which makes total sense, yeah. Let's work on that, actually. If I decided not to expand here, I might get a coalition after a long time. Maybe. Oh, you got that glitch, huh? Yeah, because you're already on top of that. Okay, we'll move you over like this then. And hopefully they get there in time. Probably not, though. It doesn't look like it. Oh, never mind, we're good. Okay, great. Moroccan separatists are over here, so once you're done, I'm just gonna move you over real quick to here. There we go. Okay, so for my invasion, I'm gonna have to sort of hop-skip my way across here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to very slowly move like 100,000 troops into Ainu or something. Now, how strong is the Japanese Navy? So they have 55,000 men. I know they'd have some pretty good discipline bonuses. Oh, but they're not stacking it very well. They do get them. They get really good morale and discipline bonuses, but they don't look like they're stacking them. Except for morale. I mean, their morale is pretty okay. It's around a solid 5.2-ish. It's pretty alright. The discipline, though, they aren't stacking in the slightest, so they shouldn't be too hard to invade. Army's also pretty small. In terms of navy, our morale is pretty good, actually. Yeah, they're not stacking naval morale, okay. I mean, we aren't either, it just happens to be there because of prestige, but... in terms of navies... Gotta watch out for those galleys, but our heavies should be able to outclass them everywhere else. If I could build double the number of transports, I could move 2 armies at once. Let me actually do that. That's a much more efficient way of doing things. Because I might only need 2 armies to actually invade Japan entirely. Let's also check. This is an inland sea, right? So I should be building galleys too? Okay, it's time to beef up our navy then. Time to build an absolute unit of a navy. So let's bring ourselves up to around, I'd say like 105 transports should do fine. It's going to absolutely cripple our force limit, but I mean, navies are cheap. Super cheap to maintain over force limit. So what are we at here? 105, let's build 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for us. As for frigates, I'll build this up to 35. And for our galleots, I'll be building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way up to 50. Absolute unit of a navy, but I think our economy should be able to handle most of it. Yeah. We're paying a lot in advisors, a lot in state maintenance especially. You know, a lot more than I should be in state maintenance. But I could also make some more states. So let's go over to room. Over here, and let's consider the fact that I could make a few of these states actually. There's no problem with that. Delta as well. No, Delta's actually going to be a trade company. Yeah, I don't want Delta to be a Delta is a trade company actually. In fact, I'd like to simply reinforce that fact by adding these in to boost up our trade numbers. 53, not bad. The truces are up with a lot of people, but it's mostly just Castile. Okay. So trade company is over here. I can also boost this up. I can boost this up as well. Just to make that a little stronger, we're pushing a good amount of trade. A lot of pirates here. And who's actually pushing this? Because I don't have a merchant, so who's moving that? Doesn't say who, but it is being moved. I'm not really sure how or by whom, but it is. Somehow. Okay, Milan, I'll join in here. I'll actually betray Brandenburg, no issue. They're not a super, you know, necessary ally. So we'll get started up in here. And I mean, I might as well call in Scandinavia. What else are they doing? Nothing with those favors? Yeah. I think I'll call them in real quick. They can deal with stuff in the north so that I don't waste my manpower as much. Oh, separatists popping up in Morocco, as expected. There we go. You can take care of those. Okay, great stuff. I've also noticed that the final reform for Kingdom of God, I should have been talking about this earlier. I mean, it's going to take a while for us to really get there, but... Oh, you took that really fast, actually. And I always keep my forts up, so I know that wasn't a mothballed fort. At least I don't think it was. So that's actually impressive. I think they barraged and invaded. But anyways, as I was saying, for reforms and such, it'll take a while because our average autonomy is rather high. But once we do get there, we get something pretty incredible. What is it down here? It's like you can invade the neighbors of heathens and heretics, I think. Because you get, yeah, if you have Deus Vult ideas, non-bordering nations can be targeted by the Great Holy War. Great Holy War is basically allowing you to force a religion even on neighboring heathens. Pretty incredible. And with Mission to Civilize, you can invade pagan nations with Great Holy War, okay. But if you have... Sorry, wait, hold on. Mission to Civilize, which would have been up here, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay, so if I had this, then I'd be able to use it against pagan group nations, and I mean, if I have Days Volt, then it's just better because you get non-bordering nations. It's just early imperialism if you happen to get it earlier than imperialism. But you can basically invade the entire world and change it to your religion, which is pretty interesting, especially when it gives you that what was that, 40% cost decrease on the CB, which is pretty incredible for what it is. I mean, a 40% cost, I mean, that's pretty incredible, to be honest, so I do find that fascinating. I kind of want to look into that a bit. Okay, it's 57. You like me. Brittany does not like me, but they will. All the ships are done. Well, a lot of the ships are done. I'm just gonna sit back and watch my allies take care of things for me, because I don't have to do much here. No one has a navy here, so there's actually no reason for me to not group up everything. Come on. To not group up everything like this. Don't think I've caught anything? Okay, we're good. You can all move into here. And I'll let things take their course. Sure are a lot of allies. It's kind of weird. Anyways, if I took this, it's a little bit of AE, nothing too bad. I do plan to imperialism a lot of the HRE, so I'm just gonna keep them relatively happy for what they are. Just for right now. I want to move you here. There we go. And we get the chillax. I mean, I'm guessing Hungary would leave. Nope, not yet. Okay. And Brandenburg is gonna get crushed without me lifting a finger, I think. Yearly army tradition and reinforced speed decrease. Ooh, well that's not good. I already don't get good army tradition. Minus 2.52 a year. Yeah, that's not great. Don't want to lose 5 professionalism though. But I would prefer to lose professionalism over tradition. And so we wait. Completed the agenda, great stuff. Whose was that? The burgers, I imagine, would make sense. So we will drop off the advisory board, maybe? Which does actually increase the cost of a lot of stuff. That dude, fleet maintenance, being almost double force limit is just like an extra 18 ducats. Extra 19 ducats, it's not much. Oh, and we've become the Pope once again. Well, that's taken a really long time. We're finally here. We're finally back. Alright, let's go with something actually useful. I mean, we can go for Crusades after the age limit. I am a fan of that. That's cool. And some AE impact decrease. Is that just for myself? Because that would be a disgusting modifier, actually. How young is this Pope? He's young enough. He works. He's good. I could use this for absolutism, but we get a pretty decent... Yeah, that's worthless, never mind. I would like to go for Elias qui se pro divini, for those after age limit crusades. And I could actually invade... I could crusade against Japan. I think I will, actually. I think that would be hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there's the limit for today. Alright. Well, we'll have to deal with that in a moment. Not quite ready for that. Just trying to get all these allies out, and we'll finish up today's episode when that's done. Are all the ships ready? Have we built everything? Oh, it looks like we have. Okay. We've also gotten a free merchant, which I will very much be using over here to help steer a bit of trade. There we go, 8.91, not bad. 14 ducats towards Genoa, making 72 off of that. Pretty good stuff. I'd like to fatten up the trade in Genoa, actually. It's not even as powerful as the English Channel still. I feel like we could do so much more with it, so might try my hand at making that a bit stronger. How much is going towards Sevilla here? Pretty good amount. Okay. Interesting. Let me use my diplomats here. Covert actions in Japan, in Ainu, in Ming, in Korea, just pretty much everywhere. Build some covert actions. I'm planning a grand invasion over here, so let's hope that all works out. I'm almost capped on admin. I could decide to build another state in Karaman, because I don't think I'll be turning that into a trade company, so... Well, actually, Karaman is directly within the Aleppo node, which I would like to make a trade company out of. Yeah, because it moves into Alexandria, and then from Alexandria we can push up into here. So if I made a trade company here, and then let's say, for instance, I stated up something over here. Is Dalmatia any good? It could be a little better. Yeah. Might turn central Morocco into one, though, because the trade here is not so great. So I could do that. I'm also thinking one other place. Sloboda, Ukraine. I've turned Moscow into one for sure. No, these are actually all trade companies, aren't they? Yeah, they are. It's not a very useful trade company, though, because it's in Kiev, so I'll just swap that out. Same thing over here, maybe? No, I'll keep it as it is. I've already used too much of my governing capacity limit on those things. I still have to pretty much integrate the whole of Byzantium, so we can wait a little further on that one. So Brandenburg wants to leave, that's cool. I could even go as far as to take something up here, but that's probably a very terrible idea. Just take one province in Stolp. Maybe. I mean, my AE impact is decreased, isn't it? So... God, it's minus 50. That's disgusting. Okay. Then what's stopping me from taking it? Pretty much nothing, right? Gib. Thank you. I hate that I can do that. That is disgusting. And it's not even very angry about it because of all that tolerance. Which is fascinating. Anyways, next person. Brunswick. I mean, yeah, sure, you can leave. That's cool. Force religion. Hey, I'll take that. War reps, too. Cool. Denovet. Again, force religion, war reps, money. Alliance, alliance. And some other random stuff. Cool. You may leave. And I'm surprised Hungary is still willing to fight in this at all, to be honest. Lost the siege of Moscow. Oh, you've gone ahead and done something stupid, haven't you? Can't believe you've done this. On the bright side, Syria's finally coring this, so I can finally core this little province over here. So that'll be nice. Aachen, would you like to leave? No, but you would very soon. We didn't get rid of that, they just ran away. Damn it. Well, Hungary, would you like to leave? You would. Okay, great. War reps, or just cash works. Alliance. Guaranteeing. Huh, they are. Interesting. Okay, cool. I don't care about your money then. Mill access through Korea, that's funny. It's actually funny as hell. Nice. What else do we need to get rid of here? Nothing in particular? Okay, you can leave. And we have Aachen, which will very soon collapse. We can move these guys back all the way to here. Or not, because they're stuck in their ways. There we go. Move you here, we can move you up to here. I think that's all the ships that we need for an invasion of Japan. We'll move these guys to protect trade in Sevilla as well. These guys absolutely must have an admiral. And... okay, we did take Aachen. Great stuff. Take some money. Force religion, war reps. Alliance, alliance. I'll just do this, that's fine. And now you're all alone for the taking. Beautiful. Half AE, by the way. Pretty good stuff. Take all your money. No reason not to take all of it. And that's it. Thank you for the land. And I will finally hit this mission. Stability cost and yearly prestige. Yeah, because that's useful. Anyways, great stuff. It's all done. You can court up everything. And we're looking good. That's going to be it for today's episode, though. We've run out of time, and we've dealt with most of the European stuff I want to do in this short term, other than maybe beginning the annexation of Byzantium, which will start tomorrow. For now, though, this is Quarbit signing off, hoping you enjoyed it, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a quick shout out for the patrons for the month of July. Especially those we have in the Admiral tier, Ben Greenhagen, Cara Newley, and Tiger Pop. Those in the General tier, Justinian, Brennan Arcano, and Alexander Baker. Those in the Prince tier, Natsuki, Rockbox 2020, and TFLJ Martis. And as always, in the King tier, we have Chewy Shoot. Thank you guys so much for your pledges, it means a lot to me. You're helping to move this channel forward much more than you know. And as always, I cannot possibly thank you enough.